These are a few moves you can do with your nunchucks that would be effective in combat or self-defense. If you're just starting out, I recommend you grab some rattan or foam nunchucks. And if you're more advanced, it's okay to pick up some wooden ones or whatever you feel comfortable using. Tricky stuff like this, where you're flipping the nunchucks around and it looks super cool. You can do your infinite rolls, all that. But in an actual combat situation or self-defense situation, you don't want to be flipping your nunchucks around unless it's to switch stances or get into something where you're repositioning yourself and readying for that attack or your opponent. Make sure you're always working on different catches with your nunchucks, getting fluid with them so you can catch, get back into another position, get ready, strike forward, learn how to do all your side steps, be moving. The more comfortable you get with your nunchucks, whether it be octagon, round, chain, or string ones, get used to the nunchucks you're using so you get a little bit more efficient at switching stances and all the different catches you have to do for those situations. So these are good fighting stances. Having one here underneath your arm, because you can always strike out any angle, even coming up. The other one I would recommend is right here. You're coming down, up, switching sides, horizontal. You can do anything from either of those stances. Another good one that you'll see a lot of people using in combat or different type of weapon fighters, they'll sometimes have their nunchucks up here, right behind their elbow, so you can strike down faster, come back. It's in a spot where you can still use your hand, come in to stop the person's weapon, and then still be able to strike and have your other arm free. You don't want to just stay in one stance the whole time. You want to be able to move freely and move according to the situation. With the over the shoulder, you can extend your reach to make it more effective for combat or striking as you're going up or back down. So from here, you can either have it underneath your armpit or over your shoulder. And then from this section, you can either grab it right here on the handle or closer if you're gonna be a little bit closer of a distance. So here, also grabbing it lower and coming back down. Every time you strike, when you come down, come back up just as strong. Underneath your arm, you can always strike down going diagonally on either side or going overhead. You can also guide your nunchucks when you're doing this move with your hand on either side. So if I wanted to go to my right, I could hold the hand right here so that it goes all the way around. You don't need your hand there. You could still do it the same, but it's nice when you're training to have your hands in front of you so that you get used to having your hands up here rather than down here and you have your area open. So make sure, practice using both sides here, striking down, other side, and then overhead. For the overhead, you can guide the nunchuck with your hand right here, and then as you come up, swing back down. The same when you're going diagonally or across your back, you can do the same thing. Going up, you're gonna strike really strong, and then when you're coming back, you can either strike down this way or from underneath. Another good move you could work on from this position underneath your arm is swinging with your back leg, half moon, or going around in a half circle, and then swinging out the nunchucks at the same time. So when you're here, back leg is gonna swing around, and then you swing out. When you're practicing this move, make sure you're going high, mid, and low just to work on that different strike. With any of the combat strikes that you're working on, learn how to step forward with them, learn how to step back, because every time, you never know when you might have to come backwards and then come back in to close your distance. Your footwork is really important with any martial art and any martial art weapon, especially with the nunchucks, because you're limited in range compared to a pole arm or somebody using a sword or something like that. Make sure you're always working on that speed, get that footwork tight so that you can step in and out and you're still comfortable enough to do all your moves and your catches, and then being able to strike in between and cover yourself. As well as moving forward and back, learn how to do side steps with your nunchucks. So you're here, sidestepping and striking at the same time. If I was going this way, sidestepping, striking, and still able to come back into your regular stances, whatever you're using. So work on that here. If I had my front leg forward, I go this way. You can either slide, you can jump forward, or you can do it backwards and still do your same strike. So here, strike. If I was going back diagonal and still strike. Work on going right, left, and same thing going backwards, still doing your side steps. Striking, coming over here to the left now. If I was going backwards to the right, and backwards to the left. Those side steps are essential, especially with the nunchucks because of the limited range. So learn how to do those side steps, get smooth with them, and still be able to get your combinations down so you can get into whatever stance you need to be in. With the rebounds, anytime you strike, it might come back. So it depends on the velocity, how strong you're hitting, what the object is, depends on a lot of factors, but always have your hands up so that you're ready and you can still bring the nunchucks back. It's not gonna rebound and hit you back in the head. If you follow all the way through with your hand, it should still go all the way through, but you might get a rebound and still hit your hands. So just keep that in mind. If you're practicing on any type of object, make sure you're ready for that. Wear some gloves if you need to, or just use your foam nunchucks. Something else you could do that's really nice is after you swing, you can always switch your hands. You don't have to always switch like this. Swing, switch to the left hand, swing back up. Sometimes it might be better to swing and then come back with more force using your backhand. Whether you think nunchucks are effective in combat or not, let me know in the comments. And if this video is helpful, leaving a like really helps me out. I'll see you guys in the next one.